The streets of Harare are alive once more. News has traveled like wildfire across every corner. Maxwell Chikumbutso has returned, but not with another wireless generator, not with some advanced military drone. This time he brings something so daring, so extreme, that it shakes the very ground of the global car industry. A sleek automobile, priced at only $14,000 that never stops moving. At first sight, it looks almost normal. A small, compact, neatly designed car gliding silently along the street. Yet beneath its modest shell lies a hidden technology so far ahead of current science that engineers from Toyota, Tesla, and BMW are losing nights of sleep over it. Step inside the car and the difference is obvious. There is no battery meter, no fuel gauge, no warning lights, no concern about range. There is nothing to monitor because the machine simply keeps going. Maxwell insists it runs on a special self-generating energy system he developed. He describes it as a secret combination of RF energy harvesting, advanced magnetic drive mechanics, and extremely efficient power converters. To anyone who is not an engineer, it feels like magic. To Maxwell, it is nothing more than physics done correctly. As the car travels, the discussion continues, growing heated as Tashi defends Maxwell's work. An older engineer scoffs, "Impossible! We were working on similar ideas 3 decades ago and abandoned them. It cannot be done." Maxwell interrupts, "Because you were looking in the wrong direction. Energy is everywhere. You just need to know how to tap into it." The first public demonstration takes place outside an old warehouse, chosen carefully by Maxwell. A small group gathers there. Cameras are ready. Reporters whisper to each other. The rules are simple. The car will start from a complete stop, and it will keep going until somebody chooses to turn it off. Maxwell climbs in, turns a small key, and the vehicle hums to life. No growl of an engine, no smoke, only a soft and steady sound that feels almost hypnotic. Minutes become hours. Hours grow into days. At the 48-hour mark, skeptics begin shifting nervously. By the 4th day, journalists are calling it the impossible car. But every breakthrough carries risk. Rumors spread quickly. Some say powerful oil companies have already made calls to shut the project down. There are whispers that a major European car maker offered Maxwell a blank check if he agreed never to release the car to the public. He turned them down. And that was the moment when the threats started arriving. Maxwell stays inside the compound, working tirelessly on the prototypes. Threatening letters pile up. Calls come in dead of night. Once a tire on Maxwell's personal vehicle is slashed. But he shrugs off the danger, driven by his vision. Days turn into weeks. The team works around the clock. Finally, Maxwell emerges from the lab, haggard but triumphant. His eyes shine with purpose. It is ready. The final test. He announces, "The car will run indefinitely under full electrical load." And that was the moment when the engineers watching understood that this was no ordinary invention. A hush falls over the crowd as Maxwell approaches the warehouse, his steps purposeful. He pauses, takes a deep breath, and pushes the door open. Inside, rows upon rows of batteries stand charged and ready, a testament to the energy-hungry task ahead. The room is dimly lit, but all eyes are fixed on Maxwell as he speaks. "What you are about to see is the true potential of our technology. The car will run forever under conditions that would drain any normal vehicle in seconds. The first test is to run the car for 3 days straight without recharging. The test is crucial and daunting. The car must maintain a steady speed while drawing power from the batteries." Suddenly, one of the observers, a technology reporter from Johannesburg, asks the question that has been hanging in the air. "Maxwell, where does this energy actually come from? You can't just create it from nothing." Maxwell's expression does not change. Calmly, he replies, "I am not creating it. I am tapping into it. The energy is already here, all around us, filling the very space we live in. I only discovered how to capture it and convert it without losing anything." The room fills with murmurs, disbelief mixing with awe. He leads the crowd outside where another machine waits. This one is bigger, more powerful, and carries a design almost military in appearance. "If you think the car is impressive," he says, "wait until you see what we have built for transport on a larger scale. What stands there is not simply a vehicle, but a strange mix of truck, mobile generator, and something that none of the onlookers can identify." They gather around a crude table fashioned from spare parts. Maxwell studies a complex array of gauges and dials, his brow furrowed in concentration. The air crackles with tension as he speaks. "We have loaded the system to maximum capacity. If it holds, it will prove our theory. If it fails, well, we may not have another chance." The test begins and time seems to slow. Each tick of the clock echoes the pounding of hearts. The room is silent except for the hum of the machine. Suddenly, a sharp crack rings out, followed by a hiss of escaping air. Maxwell reacts instantly, throwing a switch that cuts power to the system. "We lost containment," he says quietly, "but it held. That is enough proof." The implications of their discovery strike them anew. The potential to change the world feels almost overwhelming. The next phase of testing begins. Maxwell sets up the car under a heavy electrical load, switching on every feature inside. High beams glowing, air conditioning blasting at full power, heated seats switched on, and even an industrial-grade power drill connected into one of the sockets. Every device, every light, every motor runs on the same system that drives the car forward. Smiling, Maxwell explains, "In theory, I could power an entire house with this vehicle forever." He taps a button on the dashboard, and the display shows a steady readout. No drop in voltage, no flicker, no sign of energy loss. It feels as if the car is drinking from an invisible river that never runs dry. Their success fuels their audacity. Now Maxwell prepares to demonstrate continuous operation under extreme conditions. He parks the car beside a tall building, its windows reflecting the setting sun. "Tomorrow we push the boundaries further," he announces, "until we find the limits of this technology." Maxwell moves the car away, but soon returns with a huge industrial fan. He positions it in front of the car and turns it on. The fan blades spin with might, pulling in air and testing the system, but the car remains steady, undeterred. Maxwell is determined to push the limits even further. He adds a second fan, then a third. The air grows turbulent around the car, yet it stands firm, its energy unyielding. One by one, more fans are added, creating a whirlwind of air. Soon, a full-size refrigerator is connected, then a welding unit. The air crackles with electricity as the arc flashes, testing the car's metal, but still it goes on, unwavering and unstoppable. Suddenly, the lights dim. Maxwell reacts instantly, cutting power to the fans and appliances. "We need to conserve energy," he says, "for the final test." With renewed determination, Maxwell readies himself for the ultimate challenge. He connects a portable television and switches it on. The screen bursts to life, displaying the day's events. The car maintains its steady hum, unaffected by the additional load. Next, Maxwell tests a laptop, then a gaming console. Still, the car's energy flow remains steady and unwavering. Maxwell's face is illuminated by the laptop screen as he tackles the next challenge. He turns on a portable air conditioner, adjusting the temperature to its lowest setting. The air around the car grows icy cold, but the humming continues unabated. As the room cools, Maxwell adds another challenge, connecting a microwave oven and selecting a high power setting. The microwave whirs to life, testing the car's endurance. And still it holds its ground. Maxwell is not finished. He reaches for a heavy-duty power drill and engages it, testing the system's limits. The drill roars, but the car remains steadfast, its energy output unwavering. His eyes shining with determination, Maxwell decides to test the car's endurance under extreme conditions. He turns on every appliance at once, pushing the system to its brink. The air conditioner blasts, the fans whirl, the microwave hums, and the drill continues to whir, all powered by the car's steady energy flow. Yet Maxwell is not satisfied. He challenges the system further, connecting a portable welder and engaging the plasma arc. The air crackles with electricity as the welder roars, putting the car's metal to the ultimate test. But the humming continues, unwavering and relentless. The magnitude of their achievement hits them. They have tapped into a nearly limitless source of energy. The day arrives when Maxwell takes the car out to the open road, leaving the protective confines of their workshop behind. But as he speeds along the highway, he senses danger lurking, unseen but imminent. Suddenly, a voice crack.